Hi folks, and good afternoon, and welcome to another video. Sorry if I sound a bit snivelly, a bit snotty, I won't worry too much about it. Anyway, today is the day I've dreaded the most. It's a day I don't like, it's a day that comes far too soon when this particular task has to be undertaken. It's a day I didn't want to see. That should give you a clue. Yes, folks. It's finally come. I can't avoid it any longer. I've got to restring a bloody radio. God, why? Why me? Anyway. Find a pen because I want to make some notes. I can't find a pen, I have to possibly remember it, but do my best to find a pen. See one somewhere, there's one. Something upon which to write. What have we got here? A letter. Do. There we go. Right, so it's put my glasses on, let's write all this down. So I know. Let's write the diagram down. Let's turn the radio around. Right, I don't think I need to turn it around. Right, so we've got one pulley here, one pulley here. Drive through in the middle of them. One pulley here. And tuning dial, tuning knob, and it goes let's work this out. Oh, easily. Let's get the tuner to one end. Go. Preferably them where tied or not. Right. So now it goes one turn, so it's one here, then it comes up here, it goes round that pulley, across there, down, or down rather, onto the drum, and back down, something like that. Go something like that, folks. Right, I've got an idea anyway. we need to do here is take the old string off and measure it. Now let's zoom you in a little bit, if we can find the remote control off the camera. There it is. There you go. There you can watch me pull my hair out. And should all else fail, got the hammer on standby. Right. So basically, I need this all in one piece really. It's got to come off. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't like the thought of taking off a tuning string, but I have no choice in this matter. And this is all actually nicely even curled up, so we'll get it off like this. Let's put this valve in the chassis and get it all off that like this. That'll be nice. Take it off the. See, we've got that there, so we know where we're going on the tuning shaft. No problem. Now I don't think I'm going to get this out without actually cutting it, so I'm going to have to cut it, unfortunately. It's no problem. There we go. Now spring. There we go. Now this is 2 pieces. Right. Right. Now let's work this out. So let's get this like this. Move some shit out of the way. There we go. And what I'll do, I bet this stuff's nowhere near as good as the original. So basically what I'll do, I'll put that there. And get hold of it. Oh, that there. Then so we're all right there. And then hold that there. And remember, I want it a little bit longer because I put a knot in it. So we'll get it where I want it to be first. That's the length there. And that's the length there, so I tied it there. So if I say, yeah, if I say there, put that away for the next radio. That in the back in the bag. Right, now all we do is we want the spring, so we need to cut the old string off. That's ready for bin. Now the new string, I can tie to one end of the spring. Wrong end. So I need that to come out a bit further because I don't want that much through it. Hold that. There we go. Tie the next knot through. Put the next knot through. I'll tell you what, you know, you really need. I bet it was women who did this job in the factories when these things were made, you know. Because you really do need, where's my pliers? Oh, you really do need thin fingers to do this. Now, see if we can get one more in that. Now in the factory they put a bit of glue to hold them, so I'm going to put an extra loop through. There we go. That's that. Now, just trim that off. Just so it's neat, that's all. Now, here's the fun bit. Just a couple sip of my coffee. This is the fun bit, folks. What I'm going to do to start with, I'm going to hook it round there. try to hook it round. Feed it through past the aerial. See, I want to try not to take stuff off, you see. Oh no, it goes above the aerial. Goes across the pulley there. Well, that's wrong. Doesn't go that way. Wind that round there, if I can. Could take some doing this, folks, but I'll do it. I've got to make sure I go the right way through as well. Start off. I've got to make sure I go the right way through. What I'm going to do, just get that spring back. So I've dropped the spring. There we go. What I'm going to do, I'm going to feed it through, and then I'll put it on after I've fed it all through. So right, so it has to go through. Might be easier actually. I'm trying to work out the easiest way of doing it. That's got to be lubricated first, so we'll do that. I'm not lubricated clean. I'll tell you what, folks, I almost forgot about that. I'll be back in a few minutes because I've got to take this apart and clean it. Forgot all about that. Alright, we're back, folks, and we're once round the tuning knob where we need to be. And I'm now feeding this end up into the side of the radio. Oops, get off that knob. Now we need to get this round. Oh, it doesn't go round another pulley, it comes up here. Take that round there. Take that there. So we're round that way, we're where we need to be there. We've got a pulley come off or somewhere. Because why have I drew 4 pulleys when I drew 3? I'm sure we had one down the bottom here. Right, so we come up there. I draw my diagram wrong. Ah, dickhead. Down there. Right, so go over the top there and under. Let's take this valve out, it's going to fall out anyway. There we go. We've already gone under there. Right, which is wrong. I know that's wrong, I can see it. Right, let's take that off there a minute. I thought I had an extra pulley here. I haven't. Just looked at it, folks. Misread it. Because obviously one hasn't fallen off. I mean, how could it fall off the one fucking dowels? Right. And I did take pictures on Sunday, but I couldn't see where I was taking it. Couldn't see it after I taken the bloody picture. Right, so basically what I want to do now is, because we're under there where we need to be, so what I need to do is tie the other knot. And that'll give us some sort of idea, won't it? Just pull that tight. There we go. And that'll give us some sort of idea. I mean, I could be some time fucking doing this, folks, so, you know, I might end up having to terminate the fucking video because you don't want to fucking sit and watch me fucking pull my hair out all fucking day. Mind you probably fucking do. Just tighten that. This may be a little bit shorter than the original, but remember the original been in there for fucking God knows how long, be stretched. So I took that into account as well. there we go. That's just two strings tied. That's it tied together now, so hopefully that's right. It's round the tuning thing. Now what I need to do now is work out how it goes round the. Now I know it clips onto here, it just clips on, there's no special place, it just hooks on to one of the spokes. And then this I'm sure there was another fucking pulley there. There obviously isn't. I mean, my fucking brain. Well, that's wrong because that should go around a bit further, I think. Yeah, so we'll look at my diagram and coming down. I'll come back in a minute, folks, so it's going to be all day long. Right, what I've done, folks, I've had a couple of attempts at it. And what I've done, I've put a piece of tape here, and I've wound the cable, the new dial cord, around the drive drum. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the drive drum back on. It goes with the screws and the brass bushing facing inwards. And what we do, we just slide it down past the front and then carefully, there we go, over the shaft of the tuner. Leave it loose for a minute. Whoops, we're coming off here. We don't want it coming off. Right, so basically basically this side comes down here, hopefully, and we'll wrap round once, and then it will come up, go over that pulley, and now what we need to do is get this other piece of tape off. That's it. Now turn it round, and you know, folks, I'm going to hook this one off behind that pulley a minute while I hook this back one on. Do you know something? There's got to be something better in life than fucking spending it restringing fucking radios. Now I've got to get this onto that pulley now. Which if I don't cut through the fucking string. Unfortunately, this is the only way I can think of doing it. What if I use a piece of string? And just pull that. Pull that. Oh, nearly. There we go. Try again. It only has to hook on. There we go. Let's turn that. No, slipped off again. See, once it's in the pulley, once it's in, it'd be all right. Oh shit, come on. There we are. It was a bit tight, that, to be honest, but yeah, it does feel a bit tight, but make sure that we're right. Let's get that to where it needs to be. Just about there. Now, what I need to do now is put the so it does feel a bit tight, that, but there's nothing I can do about it. There we go. It'll stretch. Well, at least there's one thing. Let's get that bit of tape off, because that's holding it. Let's get these bits of tape out. That bit of tape will be holding it, so just find something to flick that out with. That'll be holding it. Not by much, but I don't want bits of tape in there anyway. That's only going to cause a problem in the future. There we go. There we go. Now what I need to do is just set this so that, right, so that's generally about right. That's how it looked about right. Now bring the cursor to just to there. Now let's nip the tuner up. Make sure that we're level. We are now. That string's a bit tight, but in all honesty, fuck all I can do about it. That needs to come further back this way. We ain't even at the full travel of the fucking tuner yet. There we go. Another cut. Not even at the full travel of the tuner. What stopped the tuner? Would help to have the other fucking... Let's wind that back down. Because I know what position it should be. Fucking that feels a bit tight. There again, my fingers are slippy as well. But there again. This tuner's not slack either, the knob itself is not slack, so see that should be, the spring should be there. Right, the spring should be there. So what I need to do is get in and tighten the fucking screw, at least one of them, get to the one when it comes round. Is that enough now for me to turn the fucking tuner? The whole lot? Yeah. Now I can get onto the other screw, you see. It's a bit tight this, but I'm hoping it'll stretch. But that's the full travel of the tuner. Just take it to the end there, about there. I mean, this tuning knob, this control itself is not the best. I did try and make it a bit easier, but let's put the glass in and line it up correctly. Oh, put the glass back in. Oh, tell you what, folks, life can get more interesting. I mean, that looks like it's spot on. You know, there's more to life than fucking about. There's more to life than fucking about restringing fucking tuners. And that's not supposed to come out of that, it's supposed to fucking stay in. So flip that, just flip that open to just enough to, it has been in and out before, there we go. Right, put screws back in for the aerial. In America they call it an antenna. In the rest of the world, the rest of the civilized world, and this might be a problem because these are brass fucking screws. Fucking brass screws. The next one, that could be the trickiest one. I don't want to drop the fucker. Oh, use this little screwdriver, might be a bit easier. Listen, if any of you lot want radios restringing, don't ask me. That other one's gone in cross-threaded, let's see if we can do out about that. That's it. Don't damage the aerial by accident. That'll do. There we go. Right. Make sure we're all the way back. We are. I mean, as I say, this knob's a bit stiff. Let's put a fucking knob on it. This shaft is a bit stiff. It's not the freest. That's better. And are we at the end? Oh, we are. We're lovely. Yeah, that's spot on. Yeah. Right, let's put the dial lamps back. Make sure we're not hitting the string. No, we're miles away. Put the other. That's that valve. I could do with a new one of these valves. I'll have to try and buy one because this one's a bit weak. Oh, it is working. It is a bit weak. Well, actually, it's very weak. I can tell. There's a little lamp. You know, if this was to ever come off again, I'm hoping not to have it long enough to actually ever do the dial cord again. Hopefully. There we go. There we go. Now, let's find another knob so that I can actually adjust it. Oh, they're all under there. And they've got a load of stuff on the top of it. Never mind, we'll just use the AM because there's no aerial for the FM, and we know the FM works. I demonstrated it the other night. Alright, so we'll just use the AM. We'll just demonstrate on the AM. Make sure the speaker wires don't touch. No, they're together, they're okay. Now we're there. Tuner's lit up. One bulb isn't. No. What's the matter with that? Bulb hasn't blown, has it? Bulb blown. 50 odd year old bulbs. They shouldn't blow after 50 years. Well, what do you know about that? After 50 years or approaching 60 years, the fucking bulb's blown. How about that one, eh? I have to order some new ones anyway. I've got one here, but it should be the right voltage. 6.3 volts. Fancy the bulb blowing after all them years. It's amazing that, innit? Eh? They don't last long, do they? Eh? They don't last long, I mean. You know the old saying, well, it was working when I went to bed, which case it was. There. The bulb had blown. How about that one? There we go, folks. I'm not turning all around because it shorts out somewhere. Are we on medium wave? Let's just check. Gram, long wave, medium wave. Shut up!
Yeah, is that schools, secondary schools, now have to invite in education providers.
Don't know how we're getting at home.
All afternoon, but you can because you are on with Ray Stubbs on TalkSport 2 in 4 minutes' time.
Yes, I am.
And I'm sure it's worth your while. And if your wages change, your universal credit changes automatically.
Stop. Terms and conditions apply. Starting.
Now TV Sky Cinema Pass is great. And that gets your mates buzzing about going to watch.
You there, what are you going to do without 50p? Feed the world? Text Absolute Radio instead, and it will cost
$20 per month.
Take the next left and turn right.
Right, what are you on about?
Just do what you're told.
But it's not the way home.
No, it's the way to Dale bathrooms.
Well, sorted that. Just make sure that we're...
Thousands of stunning baths, showers, wet rooms, mirrors, taps, tiles, and over 150 bathroom suites on display, all with genuine reductions of up to 50%. It's well
Everything good and
worth
tight.
finding your way to Dale Bathrooms winter sale.
Yeah, the recce was a bit loose.
Bathrooms, where luxury costs less.
I've been thinking about Janice and how she's got a...
Offering. While dogs last.
One of the best things about working for yourself, being the boss, setting your own every day is bring your dog to work day. Bet you didn't say invoicing. Send customized invoices in a moment with Quick.
Came up. But it is important that farmers, people working in the land base.
There's not much down this end, folks. We go to long wave. Then we can turn the cutting thing. Oh, fuck it. Stay on AM, on medium wave.
Social Services Scheme protects your money from just £1 to £85,000. Search FSCS Protected for more information.
Now at TradePoint, use our 1 hour click and collect service. Simply order online and pick up your local TradePoint in just 60 minutes. Trade on me. TradePoint! Paddy Power bring you all the action from Cheltenham 2018 live. Here we are in the Jockey's Hotel. Bob, you forgot to...
Part of the McCafe range at great tasting coffee. Simple.
With the latest news from Manchester, this is Key 2.
Greater Manchester Police is urging domestic abuse victims to take advantage of Clare's Law.
Why is the news always bad?
It was rolled out nationally 4 years ago today and allows police to tell a person if their partner has certain criminal records. The law was changed following the death of Claire Wood at the hands of her violent ex in Salford. Here's Detective Inspector Stephanie Parker.
I would say look around yourself, look at the signs, and if you are in any doubt that you're in an unhealthy or unstable relationship, please come to the police station, pick up a phone, speak to an officer or a PCSO on the street. All our officers are fully trained in respect of Clare's Law and will be able to advise. Do not sit there.
A PCSO? I've not seen one of them fuckers for years.
We're just hearing
know what it's all about.
for her life, and a man's in hospital after a double stabbing in Salford. It happened at a house on East Combe Avenue at about 9:30 last night. A 20-year-old man's been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder and is in custody being questioned. The Home Secretary says the poisoning of a former Russian spy and his daughter was a brazen and reckless act. Amber Rudd's promised a robust response to the use of a nerve agent in the attempted murder of Sergei and Yulia Skripal in the city centre on Sunday. The council's decided to make a temporary speed limit on one of the main roads into Manchester permanent. Speeds on Princess Parkway was reduced from 40 to 30 miles per hour as part of a consultation last April because there'd been a high number of crashes. And on International Women's Day, Stockport Council announced it's renaming its newest public space Suffragette Square. There's more news on our website.
For the latest weather and the greatest hits wherever you go.
Search Key 2 in the App Store. It'll stay cloudy across Greater
Right.
Manchester for most of today. There is a chance of rain, but also...
Right, that's finally the Peto or Peto, whatever you want to call it. I think it's Peto. Peto Scott radio and its associated turntable, the BSI UA8. Both items are fully working, finally done, and this, when all the crap's cleared off the top of the radiogram, can go back in, which is going back in this afternoon. And because this has been on test all day yesterday. Down a minute, Scraps. I'll give you in a minute. He wants his jumbone. So you want, innit, lad? Yes, you only want your jumbone, but you won't give your dad 5 minutes, will you? No. Because I have to do it when you say, because you're the boss. Aren't you? Let's zoom out, see if people can see you. They probably can't because you're only a small dog. You're lower than whale shit, really, aren't you? You know, you're not really that tall. You might be able to see you there now. Come here. Come here. Come here, let everyone see you. Come on, up. Oh, come on, you dopey fucker. Come here. Come here, son. Come on. Come on. You're jumping up at me with a jumbone. Oh, there you are. You can just see your snozzer, look. Hey, you can just see your snozzer. Yes. You still got your harness on. I'll take it off in a minute. And I need another cup of coffee. and you need your jumbo, and I need my lunch as well, and I want to go and see my neighbour upstairs. And I'm really happy that that is done, and I've just knocked it off the... There we go. There we go, folks. All done. I'm as happy as a pig in the proverbial shite. Absolutely sorted. Yeah. See if I can do something about my hair now. Anyway, I'm gonna get off, folks. It was difficult to do. Radio's off an hour. I mean, it's not the most difficult one in the world, but you know, I can think of something better to do than fuck about restringing radios. I bet it was women who did them when they were made. I bet it was women who did them because you really need nimble hands, and they probably wouldn't have done it the way I did. But then again, they might have done it the way I've just done it. I mean, it is possible they could have done it the way I've done it. You know, a bit of tape down. Ran the tuning cord around the dial cord rather. Around the drive drum with it off the radio, a bit of tape at the top and bottom to hold it in place. I'm trying to think where I got the idea of the tape. Oh, I know where it was. It was what's his YouTube name? He does loads of amps and I watch him. He's a really good guy, an American. Repairs mainly amplifiers. What's his name? X-Ray Tony or Tony X-Ray. Can't remember exactly. I think it's X-Ray Tony. I got the idea off him. He was doing a Pioneer the other week, and he had to remove the Pioneer receiver, and or a tuner amp as we call them here in the UK, and he had to remove the drive drum from the tuner because he had to remove the board to do repairs on the board, to sort the board out, because it was all in case he couldn't get at it, so it had to come off. And he put tape round all the key parts to keep it all in place. That's where I got the idea from. And it's a good idea. In fact, it's one I'll be using again. If I have to restring a radio. I mean, that cord, that dial cord, it is a bit it is a bit taut, but it will stretch. And there's a spring on there. It will stretch, and obviously it'll stretch, and the knots that are in it, it'll pull on the knots a little bit and just stretch that way. So there we go. Right, time for his jumbo and my lunch. Thank you very much for watching, folks, and I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I've hated doing it. I'll catch you later. Bye now, folks.